a real entity, guys. Welcome
We're
to...
back!
Yes, I'm back. We're having tea. Well, Nyaki is having tea. Welcome to Hustle and Heart, good people. We're back.
Tea Time Podcast. We're calling it season 2 now, hey Kopano?
Season 2. This is the proper season. I feel like that was like the pilot season.
Yes.
That was a pilot season to see how it is. And now we're recording from 2 locations.
Yeah, because you're in a new season. You see, I've got jokes too.
You woke up
but anyway, catch the people up. What have we been up to? What's been happening? Because not everybody knows why we are in separate locations now, and also what that looks like, what that means. Like,
I'm going to have a fake mic, okay, so we can look like we are real podcasters.
Podcasting.
So, guys, so many things have actually happened since our last season. We have grown and decreased and grown in terms of people that we've hired. At least we haven't fired anyone.
We've hired people. What are you talking about?
We had to fire.
Yeah, I mean, we hired and then we fired.
And then we hired.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are net positive on the hiring part. And I moved to Cape Town. So now the club she is got 2 cities, Cape Town and Johannesburg. And then we just finished having our milestone event, which is Funnel Weekend. We absolutely love it. I mean, Funnel Weekend is so rejuvenating. It literally, like, everybody needs to do something that is like a milestone for them, that just reminds them of why you do what you do. Because I think Funnel Weekend... Yeah.
The biggest thing. So Funnel Weekend is obviously the weekend where we teach business owners what a funnel is, that they have a funnel, what it is, and how they can actually think about their funnel. Like, and then obviously we teach them how to build a sales page, which is a part of your sales funnel. And one of the things that they were saying last night, so we break it down into like three days. But the second day is completely free to attend. So we had at some point, we had about 70 people in the room, Kopano.
We did.
Which was amazing.
We did.
I don't want to say women, because I know there were boys in there also in the room, as we always have the boys. So I'll say 70
Just
people.
Lurking
Actually, I'm
in
going
the
to say 70 girls. I'm going to say 70 women. I'm going to say 70 women. If you're a man and you were there, shame. But we had about 70 women in the room at some point. But the one thing that we really appreciate about Funnel Weekend, and this is what you started with in the beginning, right, is that it's a time for action. It's like, so there are very few conferences or workshops or experiences that you go and you actually have a tangible thing at the end of it. And what I love is this morning when we were looking at our emails, people have actually sent us their homework.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Because it's like they actually did something, right? And it's so... What we love about business is, like, you can't wish your way into business success. You can't manifest your way into business success. Don't let the internet gurus lie to you.
No.
You can't even pray your way into business success, right? Because the word says that faith without works is dead. And so, like, there's an element of faith that you must absolutely have, and we love that. But there is a big element of work also that must happen. Like, you actually need to open up your computer and type things on the computer.
Yes.
Right. And so that's what we were doing in Funnel Weekend. And so the way that we explain it to, like, when we speak to like corporate people who don't really understand what we do, we call it like a hackathon, because that's like the simplest way to explain it. Right. It's like a hackathon. Like, you just got like people on a computer just typing. Yes.
And the funny thing is they're moving their mouse more than typing. Like, there's actually so little typing. It's insane, because we just give them the ChatGPT prompt and, like, listen, tell Chat to do the copy for you and copy and paste. We're literally telling people, like, very little typing, because we ain't got no time to think. The part that we ask people to type and to actually think out is, you know, just the description of what is your business, what do you do, what is the product, you know, who are you talking to, things like that. But like, when older people think about technology and they think about like a tech company, they just literally have that old school image of like a hall of people like doing code in like, you know, ones and zeros. And like,
the AI has made it better for us. The AI has made it so much better for us. But the thing is, like, so when you talk about like the input that they have to put in, sorry guys, we talk around in circles, but it all comes together.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Input that they have to put at the end, right? Is, I will tell you, like, the Funnel Weekend itself, like, yes, obviously technology was a little bit of a hurdle, But wouldn't you say, Kopano, and I know you will agree with me, that the 3 steps where they have to tell us about your product, tell us about your customer, tell us about yourself, that's actually the hardest part.
It's the hardest.
And that is the part where people get the most revelation and struggle the most, right? You even said, like, especially inside of Fast Track, which is our 8-week mastermind, that's the part where in the 8 weeks, people spend 3, 4, even 5 weeks sometimes trying to think about what their product is, what their offer is, who their customer is. Please explain.
Oh my gosh, because we always start with ourselves, right? It's like, I know how to do hair. Everybody wants to do their hair. Like, what do you mean everyone wants to? I mean, who doesn't want to do their hair? Like, I know how to do hair, so duh. I think that's how a lot of us are. We're just like, it just makes sense. Like, what do you mean? I have to explain and I have to find all these things. Like, no, it's obvious. People want to do their hair. I can do hair, so. And that's
people want to lose weight.
People want to lose weight. I know how to make them lose weight. So 1 + 1 = 2. It really does not. It really is not that simple, because everyone is selfish, including your customer. You as a business owner are selfish because you're just like, I know how to make you lose weight. Because we start with this is what I can do. I've got this offer. I can do this, right? And we think that, hey, but I want to do it for you. But still, it's I. And your customer is walking around saying, I don't like my weight. I don't know how to eat. I need help. I need I. So you have these two people talking at each other, but talking about themselves. And the truth is, because you are the business owner and you want someone to part with their money to pay you to do something for them, you need to step out of your shoes and into the customer's shoes and talk about them. And that is the hardest thing for business owners to do, is to talk about the customer. Like, you first have to understand the customer, then talk like the customer, and think like the customer. And it's so hard because we've spent all of our time as entrepreneurs thinking like ourselves, talking like ourselves, thinking about ourselves. It's the hardest thing for people to do, is just to say, what does the customer want? How does the customer
Who is the customer?
Who is the customer? Like, we don't say, like, your customer might not use the word retrofit. They won't. They won't use the word refurbish. They won't use they won't use those words, even though you are going to come and change, like, let's just say you're going to come and change the fabric on their cushion. That's all they're thinking. Change the fabric on my cushion on my couch. That's what I want. And you're going around the whole of town telling people that you are reupholstering. And you're just like, it makes no sense to the customer, because that's not what the customer says. That's not the language the customer uses. And just for people to really think that the customer goes around, walking around saying, I don't like my weight. I don't like my weight. I feel like I'm tired, They don't even see that about themselves. And you are a life and fitness coach, and you're just saying, no, here's an 8-week program for you to lose weight and get energy again. And you have all these amazing ways that you can help people, but your customer can't connect with you because you're not speaking their language. You're not speaking to them. You don't understand who they are. We had somebody, an example. She's got multiple programs for people who want to lose weight. But then she's talking to Pete, she's talking to Auntie Agnes, she is talking to Vuile, who flies around the country all the time. She's speaking to Nancy, who stays at home with her babies. Like, she's talking to all of those people all at once. And Nancy, who stays at home, is talking about her weight completely differently to Pete, is talking about her weight completely differently to the auntie who's staying, the grandmother who wants her life back and her body back. They all want to lose weight. They can all be helped by one person, but they're all talking about it differently. And that is what people struggle with. Getting that understanding that your customers are not saying what you are saying. They're not seeing what you are seeing. And you need to get yourself out of it. That's why they struggle with saying, what is your product? What is your problem? What is your proposition? They can't, because they actually can't think about getting into the customer's feet. So that revelation, I think, is worth the money already. Like, that one alone, it changes everything. It changes your social media content. Changes everything.
Yeah, because the thing with the funnel, right? So the way that we explain the funnel is that we call it a customer journey. And it's to say that every single customer, so once you identified the customer, right? So you've identified Wheeler, you've identified Bumpit, you've identified Aunt Agnes, you've identified Nancy who stays at home with her kids, is that each of those people have their own customer journey, which means each of those people has their own sales funnel. And that's what people don't understand, is that like the world and technology has kind of made it so easy for us to do things. We don't think, we just like want to mash it all together.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like, oh no, I do weight loss for all these people. But one of the revelations, and I think it was like a stark revelation for a lot of people, especially people that have multiple businesses, or not multiple businesses, but multiple offerings within their businesses, is that they actually need to speak specifically to different offers for each and every single customer that they interact with. And it's difficult because you're just like, no, but I can also.
But it's the same thing.
Also.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's the same thing. It's like, we get it. You know that, but your customers don't.
No, because when Pete calls his stomach a beer poop and Nancy calls it a muffin top or stoop. What do you like the word that you like to call? I don't know these words.
It's because you called it a stoop.
Kopano, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's escaped my mind because you said stoop.
Anyway, you see the disrespect in this company, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. It's only gotten worse. Now it's just gotten even worse. Anyway, well, that is it, because the Tea Time podcast is only short enough for tea time.
And Nyaki's tea is finished.
My tea is completely finished. So we will see you guys.
Let's try it tomorrow.
Let's try it tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Let us know in the comments if this was a helpful conversation. And if you attended Funnel Weekend, we'd love to know what your biggest take home was. And if we should do it again. I mean, we're going to do it again regardless of what you think, because we absolutely love it. And there we go again. Like, we're doing it because of us. But no, we know that our customers absolutely love it. We also do love giving the service, obviously. If you enjoyed Funnel Weekend and you came, please do let us know. If you hated it, please also let us know, because otherwise then we'll just block you.
Please let us know what you want us to talk about in your business, growth of your business. Remember, everything that we do is pointed towards you getting more customers and earning more money in your business. So ask your questions and we'll talk about it next time. Bye.